How to change your life in 30 days. So the trend that's on social media right now is entering your winter arc, and you want to enter your winter arc before 2025. I strategically planned this video to go up December 1st, but if you are watching it after December 1st, just start. Entering your winter arc is basically about setting goals during those months. It's cold, it's dark. Usually the winter arc starts from October and you go all the way to December. Basically, the hope is that you're going to build up habits for yourself during those months where you don't really feel like it, so that in the new year you've already established all of these habits. We have 1 month left of 2024 before we enter 2025. But I don't want you to just think, oh, well, I'm just gonna do whatever I want this month and then I'll start next month, because that's the mentality of always delaying what you say you need to do. But the emphasis is on consistent effort. Most of the winter arc goals revolve around a fitness regimen, a dietary change, or financial planning, but really make it your own and tailor to what do you need to level up and change your life and not be the same person that you have been. Now, there has been some criticism over the winter arc. It can lead to unrealistic expectations, or it can lead to burnout. That's not what we're here for. We're trying to level up. So I'm going to tell you guys what you need to do to avoid those things. Life is about balance. We're going to focus on realistic, manageable goals that you can make it happen. So we're just going to choose 5 winter arc goals. Just 5. Number 1 is to eat breakfast every day. I actually will have a smoothie for breakfast, but I'm not actually eating, and sometimes I even skip that and I go straight to lunch. But my goal right now lately has been to eat breakfast every day, but I want to be more consistent with it. But I want to eat protein-rich breakfast foods. Now, how I'm going to do that is I need to plan. Apparently, eating a high-protein breakfast is not going to spike your glucose levels, and it's really going to put you at levels that are hopefully going to give you more energy. So whenever I go to the grocery store, I try to make sure that I get organic food, and I'm looking for whole food items, things that grow from the ground or from a tree. Sometimes it's unavoidable. Moderation. I'll be making them for the next 7 days, and we'll just put those on rotation for the whole month of December. And on top of making sure that I'm eating a high protein breakfast and nourishing my body, I've also been taking Groons, and they are today's sponsor, but I've already started taking these, so I'm gonna have to get more. But Groons got a major glow up, but look how cute it is. And I have the sugar-free version of Groons, so it's not going to spike up my glucose levels. But they just rebranded, but the formula is just the same as before. It's still the same tasty, vegan, and super convenient way for us to get our nutrients into our bodies. Groons has been such a game changer for me because it's not pills and it's not powders, so it's nice to change it up. Groons is packed with 20 plus vitamins and minerals, plus 60 plus whole food ingredients, and what really sets Groons apart is how bioavailable they are, which is another way of saying that your body absorbs the nutrients and uses it more effectively. If you want to make nutrition a little bit more fun, I mean, look how cute they are, you can use the link in my description to get 45% off your first order. I think these are worth it. They're yummy, and I like that they're sugar-free. Goal number 2, I am only going to drink water this whole month. That means not taking sips of my husband's boba or drinking anything else but water. Smoothies don't count, but I'm not gonna drink any other drinks. That's just a way for me to remind myself to stay hydrated and to not fill my body with things it doesn't really need, like excess sugar. Number 3, it's a mini financial goal, but I always think it's good to challenge ourselves, and that is to save an extra $100 this month. Right now, my husband and I, we save about 40% of our income, and then we give away 15%. So we live off of 45%. I feel like we're really trying our best to minimize spending, but if we could just save an extra 100, and that adds up over time, you know, in 1 year, that's $1,200. Now, living in Los Angeles, that's basically like saying no to 2 hangouts, eating out. That's basically $100. But I really want to be intentional with our spending, and we will be spending more to give to people and whatnot. So I want to see if we could save 100 more than what we do. So in Wealthfront, which is my high yield savings account, you can actually create little buckets, and so we can create one just to say, hey, I'm going to save a little extra here. Number 4, read my Bible every day. So at my church, we have something called biblical counseling, and I have been going just to really talk about like what I've been dealing with in my life. And my counselor told me that he reads his Bible this way, where he reads 10 chapters a day. Well, I normally was reading 1 chapter a day, so he really encouraged me to just read 3 chapters a day. I can eventually work my way up to 10 if I want to. When you look at my Bible, you might think it just looks like a regular Bible, but aha! There's all these tabs, and it's how the Bible has been divided. Basically, he divides it into 10 different areas. We have the law, or the Pentateuch, or the Torah, and that's basically the first 5 chapters of the Old Testament. Then we have the Old Testament history, which is separated into these areas. Then we have wisdom literature. Then we have Psalms and Proverbs as their own criteria. And then we have the major and minor prophets that pretty much just takes us all the way to the New Testament, where you're going to find the Gospels. After the Gospels, and then Acts is by itself, and then you have the epistles. And then you have the rest of the New Testament, which are also letters too. So if you're reading 1 chapter from each section, that is 10 total. He encouraged me to read something from the Old Testament, something from wisdom literature, and then something from the New Testament. So I've been doing that, trying to be consistent, but starting today, we're going to do it every single day. To make my goals realistic, I need to think, when am I going to do it? And I'm going to do it first thing in the morning, because if I don't do it, it's a lot easier for me to forget the rest of the day. And reading the Word of God is so important in renewing our minds and just reminding ourselves that this is not our home. And then goal number 5 for me is to run 5 miles a week, and that is 20 miles a month. Right now I run about 2 to 4 miles a week, but I want to be more consistent. I'm going to go to an extra berries class or to run outside. Now, running at a speed of 6 miles per hour, that's a 10-minute mile. So if I run for 20 minutes, that's already 2 miles. So running for 25 minutes twice a week would already get me to 5 miles. On Reddit, I saw this Reddit post, and I think it's so helpful for everyone when they are planning out their goals. You can't manage what you can't measure. This means that whenever you set a goal, use quantifiable measures instead of saying, I will read, or I will study, or I will work hard. Be specific. I will read for 30 minutes a day. I will study 1 skill for 2 hours a day. I will play video games for a max of 1 hour a day. So you're quantifying your goals. So let's get into you and what you can do. So if you are ready to enter your winter arc and to really change your life the next 30 days, here's what we need to do. Number 1, you need to set realistic and focused goals. Now think of what categories you want to hit for your goals. Improving your sleep, exercising regularly, and starting a new hobby or habit, or cleaning habits. Now define specific, measurable objectives. Think, how do you accomplish a goal rather than just writing down the goal or writing down a task. Number 2, plan a structured schedule of when and how you're going to get these things done. Just like I showed you, you need to plan for it. Break down your major goals into daily tasks or weekly tasks. But remember that consistency and effort is way better than perfection. Sometimes I think a lot of people get paralyzed by this feeling of, but I need to do it perfectly, and if I already mess up, then I'm just gonna not do it the whole month. That's not the point. The point is to be consistent and to try. 3, prioritize self-care. Rest days are important. Even if it's 1 to 2 days of you chilling on the couch doing nothing, that is okay. And that's something I've had to tell myself many times, that I don't need to feel guilty sitting on the couch watching a Korean drama. My to-do list will always be there. But incorporating some rest days is essential. And my goals, they're not things that I have to do every single day, except reading the Bible and drinking water. And number 4, seek community and support. I really encourage you guys to write down below your 5 goals for this month and what you're trying to do to set yourself up to have a successful 2025. Because small habits become your lifestyle, and you want to make sure that you are starting now. What's the difference between starting now and starting in January? Because you want to give yourself more time and avoid that task, but then you're delaying the version of yourself that you want to be. So I hope that this video encourages you to enter your winter arc now, to really just get into that mindset of you can do hard things, you can do things you don't feel like doing, and it's okay. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye!